hi Katie.
Hey.
Just so that everybody knows, you're already a trained hypnotist and you're very experienced, so I don't have to do all the pre-talk because you know what to expect. You've been hypnotized before, that's okay, isn't it?
Absolutely.
You've asked us to do a past life regression on you today because it's something you've wanted to experience. So are you ready to go into hypnosis and have that experience?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Just to say that when you go into hypnosis, if there's anything, any situation that you don't feel comfortable with or happy with, I want you to just imagine then that you're going to float up in the air and look down on yourself so that you're not in that situation anymore. You're just hovering above yourself. And then if you want to, we'll just move from wherever it is or whatever's happening and just come back. We can come back straight away anytime, but you just have to let us know. So you're in charge and you're in control. You'll just make the choices when we go wherever we go, and it'll be up to you what the journey is. Are you happy with all of that? And I've got your phone number, so if anything happens and the connection goes down, I'll just phone you and that's fine. But you will come round from hypnosis if you stop hearing my voice, so that's fine. Okay? Yeah. Are you staying comfortably? Happy?
Yeah.
I'm just going to do the breathing induction because I know that's one of your favourites. So if you just follow my breathing, and we'll get you straight into hypnosis and start your journey today. So just follow my breathing at the same time. Take deep breaths all the way in. That's it. Follow my breathing. Feel that lovely hypnosis going through your body. Keep concentrating on that breathing. And every breath you take will take you deeper down into that lovely hypnosis. Deeper, deeper, deeper. Every breath and every heartbeat going deeper with every breath. And every breath you take, I just want you to release with every breath anything that's been worrying you this week or any anxieties. Just breathe them out as you take each breath and fall deeper and deeper and deeper into that hypnosis. 10 times deeper, 20 times deeper, 30 times deeper, 40 times, 50 times deeper, deeper than you've ever been before. Allow yourself permission to fall deeply. 60 times deeper, 70 times deeper, 80 times deeper, 90 times deeper, 100 times deeper. And as you fall deeply into that hypnosis, Katie, I want you to imagine that you're going to a safe place, a magical place, a place that's right for you, a place where you can make the changes and go on this journey, a place where you feel safe and happy. It might be a real place, it might be an imagined place, it might be a magical place that you've invented in your mind, but wherever it is, I want you to go there now. And I want you to just enjoy being in that place for a moment. Think about the things that you can see and the things that you can hear. Perhaps things that you can touch, things that you can feel, things that you can smell. Perhaps there's a taste that you associate with that place, but just be safe in that place, knowing that we can go on this journey together, and at any time you choose, we can go back to that magical, safe place. Are you ready, Katie, to go on your journey today? Right, in that safe, magical place where you are, I want you to imagine, whichever's the best for you, but I want you to imagine that you're walking along a path. And as you follow down this path, doorways appear on the way down the path. And the further down the path that you go, the further back you are in your life. 10 years back, 20 years back, 30 years back, back to before you were born. And as you keep on walking down this path, more and more doors appear. There's doors further back, right past when you were born. Doors in the 1900s. Doors in the 1800s. Doors in the 1700s. And as you walk past the doors further and further back, Katie, I want you to choose which one of those doors you want to go through. You just keep walking as far back as you want to go. Back before you were born if you want to. Or just pick a door, whichever door feels right for you. And when you're ready, I want you to pick that door and go back through that door. So when you've chosen your door, I want you to nod your head so that I know that you've chosen a door. Fantastic. Before you go through that door, I want you to know that you're safe and that any time we can come back, that there's nothing going to happen to you. If you're uncomfortable or anything happens that you don't like, just let me know and we'll bring you back. But you're going to be safe. I'm going to look after you. Everything's going to be fine. You just need to let me know. So now I want you to go through that door. And when you go through that door, I want you to tell me what you can see.
Table.
Can you talk a bit louder, Katie? I can't hear. Say that again.
See a table.
What can you see?
A table.
A table. And what's on the table?
Nothing.
Nothing. What sort of table is it?
A round table.
And what's the table made of?
Wood.
Is it an old table or is it a modern table?
An old table.
What are the legs like, Katie?
It's just one in the middle of the table.
One leg in the middle.
Yeah.
And what sort of wood do you think it's made out of?
Oak.
Oak. Would you say it's a big table or a little table?
It's quite big.
Quite big. How many people could you sit round it if people were sitting round it, do you think?
Maybe 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Is it square or is it round or a rectangle?
Round.
A big round oak table.
Yeah.
Is there any chairs at the table?
No.
What else can you see in the room, Katie, when you look around? Is it a room or what is it? Where are you? There's just a table, but where's the table?
Table's in the middle. It is a room, but it's a round room.
A round room.
Yeah, it's in a circle.
What's on the floor?
Nothing, just wood.
Wood, like planks of wood, like floorboards or?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what can you see? Is there any windows?
No, but there's pictures. Wall.
Tell me about the pictures.
They're with all different people.
Do you know any of these people?
No, I don't know them, but I do know them. I feel that I know them, but I haven't met them.
You haven't met them, but you feel like you recognise them.
Yeah.
And can you tell me, what do the pictures look like? Have they got big frames, or are they modern pictures, or are they photographs or paintings, or?
It's hard to say, but it's one big one, and then there's other smaller ones, but the bigger one has like a gold, like a brass frame.
A big brass frame.
Yeah.
What's that picture of, Katie?
A woman with dark hair in a red dress.
And you know the woman in the picture?
I feel like I know her.
You feel like you know them. Does that woman have a name, do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. Do you think you are related to that woman?
Maybe.
Is it your friend, or you don't know?
I don't know.
You don't know. And she's wearing a red dress. Is there anything else in the painting that you can recognise?
No, it's just a portrait.
A portrait. So it's just a lady stood there. Has she stood next to anything or with anybody?
No, she sat down. She's like, no, she's just by herself.
What sort of clothes does she have on?
Like a red lace dress, like a corset dress type thing.
A corset dress.
Yeah.
What's the hair like? Is the hair down or up, or?
Some of it's up, some of it's down.
Does it have curls or ringlets or?
Yeah,
Curls. Does she have anything in her hair, like a brooch or a?
It's like a big clip.
Like a clip. Is it a modern clip or an old clip?
It looks like an old one, sort of thing my nan would have had.
Yeah. Does it have anything on the clip, like a picture, or is it enamel, or? It's what, sorry?
Kind of like little pearls.
Like little pearls. And would you say this lady looks like she's well dressed?
Yes.
Yeah. And you feel like you know this person, but you don't know who it is?
Yeah.
Can you see what's in the other pictures, the smaller pictures? What are they pictures of?
They're of different people.
Say again, sorry.
They're of different people, but I can't see them clearly. The only one I can see clearly is this woman. The others are quite hazy to look at.
Can you see them if you walk up to them closer?
Not very well.
If you choose one and go right up to it, can you see it then? No.
No, I stood right at the front of it.
It's okay, but you're not sure who's in the other pictures anyway.
Yeah.
And there's no windows in the room.
No.
And there's nothing else in the room to give you any clues, is there? Is there anything else? Is there a dresser or?
No, just these pictures, the door.
Is there a mirror in the room?
No.
No, so it can't see what you look like.
No.
If you look down, what sort of clothes do you have on?
Red dress.
A red dress as well?
Yeah.
Tell me about your red dress.
It's silky.
It's silky.
Yeah.
What sort of style is it?
It's very old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
Yeah. It has like a big, makes my bum look big. It's got like a big bonnet thing at the back.
Big bonnet.
Thing.
Is it a long dress?
Yeah.
And have you got a corset on or not?
Yeah.
Is it a loose dress that you're wearing?
No, it's quite tight.
It's quite tight, but you don't know if you've got a corset on.
No.
What about your feet?
They're bare.
You've got bare feet.
Yeah.
So is it quite a big dress?
Yeah.
Have you got anything underneath your dress? Like, have you got underskirts or?
No.
No. Did you say there was a door in this room?
Yeah.
What do you want to do now? Do you want to stay in the room or do you want to go and see what's through the door?
Let's go through.
Right, I want you to open that door and tell me what you can see, but you need to talk a little bit louder, Katie. Open the door and tell me what's through the door.
Lots of fields of flowers.
Yeah?
Yeah, bright yellow. Little flowers, but very tall. Really
Very
tall.
taller than you.
Yeah.
Are you a lady or a little girl then, do you think?
I think I'm a young woman.
How old do you think you are? Can you tell, compared to the flowers, how old do you think that would make you?
Teenager.
A teenager, yeah? So can you see anything in the field apart from flowers?
Ah,
Grass.
there's a tree. Big, big oak tree.
Is that where the door was?
Yeah.
Yeah? So the door that brought you into here has come out of the tree.
Yeah.
What else can you see? Is there a pathway?
It's like a dirt path in between the flowers on each side.
So is there two paths or just one path?
Well, no, there's flowers everywhere, and then where I'm stood in between, it's like a dirt path going down.
What do you want to do now?
We'll walk down.
Do you want to walk down the path, or do you want to go into the field of the flowers, or do you want to go back to the tree?
Walk down.
Well, I want you to walk down the path now. And when you're walking down, what sort of weather is it? Is it sunny? Is it raining? Is it?
It's really warm.
It's really warm. What can you see when you look in the distance?
Just flowers at the moment.
Just flowers everywhere. You keep walking through those flowers as far as you're ready, and then tell me if you see anything new while you're walking. Can you hear anything?
It's very silent. Very bad. Very peaceful. Very quiet.
So would you say that this field is with lots of other fields, or is it just like one field in the middle of a town, or where would you say that it is? Or can you not see?
No, I can't really see at the moment, but I can see a road coming up.
You can see a road coming up. So have you got to the end of the path now?
Nearly.
And does the road go both ways?
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it sort of looks a bit like an American type of road, where it sort of hasn't really got anything on the road. It's just cars can come both ways.
So is it a big road, like a motorway road? Is it tarmacked, or is it a dirt road, or?
It's tarmacked, but it's more of like a middle of nowhere kind of road.
Yeah. And does it have more than one lane on the road?
Yeah, but there's nothing on the road. It's
just a big road.
Yeah.
And the road goes both ways.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now? Do you want to choose which way to walk on the road?
Yeah. Well, opposite the road is a house, a big old house.
Tell me about that. What can you see?
It's like got gates around it.
What are the gates made of?
Like metal.
Big metal gates.
Yeah, but inside the house is like really weird shaped. It's quite dark.
It's dark. Does it have windows in the house?
Yeah.
And what sort of weird shape is it? Why would you say it was a weird shape? Can you tell me about that?
We're like on a church where they have like the tall bit at the top, and then it goes down into the shape of the house.
So it's got like a spire.
Yeah.
Is there any windows in that bit?
No.
When you look at the house, can you see in any of the windows? Can you see whether there's people at the windows or anything at the windows?
Yeah, there's a man. I can only see one person.
There's a man. What does the man look like, Katie? Can you not see?
No, he's old.
He's old.
Yeah, and he's just staring.
Do you want to go a little bit closer to look at the man, or do you want to fly above the top and look at the house from on top?
I think go on top. I don't want to cross this road.
Right, if you're not sure about the road, I want you to imagine now that you're one of those birds in the sky and you're looking down at yourself on the road. So you're not on the road now. You're one of the birds flying above looking at yourself. So what is that little girl going to do now? Does she want to go to the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Can she go to the gates? Is there something at the gates to help her get through?
It's like an opening.
There's like an opening so she can get past the gates without opening them.
Yeah.
And do you want to let the little girl go through? Yeah. How are you feeling as you look down? Do you feel okay? Do you feel that little girl's going to be safe?
Not sure.
You're not sure? Will you remember that you're that bird and nothing can hurt you? You're just that bird looking at what's happening from on top. So when the little girl goes through the opening, what happens then?
Someone's opening the door.
Someone opens the front door. Who opens the door? Can you see?
The
The man. What does the man look like?
He's old, he's got grey hair.
What's his clothes look like?
He's wearing like a black suit with a white shirt.
Do you know what his job is? Does the man own the house?
I think so.
You think so? Is the man there by himself?
I think so. I'm just outside the house. And scary.
Does he talk to the little girl?
He pulls her, pulling her by the arm.
He's pulling her in?
Yeah.
You're talking quite quietly again, Katie. So
yeah.
Is the little girl scared?
Yeah, she's very scared.
So has he taken her in the house without her wanting him to?
Yeah.
Can you see what happens next, Katie?
She's trying to get away. Sorry, she's trying to get away.
Can you see what it's like inside the house?
There's big stairs. I'm in the hallway. There's big stairs and there and there's lots of different rooms. I'm just in the hallway.
Is it an old hallway or what does it look like on the what's on the walls?
Very old, like this wallpaper. It's like really old, like flowery leaf type, very old fashioned.
Is it dark in the house or is it light?
Dark.
Dark. And do you feel that the man's there by himself?
That's what I feel.
You think so? What's he doing with the little girl now? Where's he taking the little girl?
Just holding on to her. I feel that she might live here. I'm not sure.
You're not sure. What's happening now?
She's trying to run.
She's trying to fight.
Yeah, she's putting her arm out. She's running to get out of the house.
Can she get out of the house? Is there a way for her to get out?
Yeah, through the window. Look at the window.
Through the window, did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, through the window.
So where is she now? She's out of the house. Where is she now? Is there a garden? Is there a yard or?
It's sort of, it's just like, it's not really anything. You can't really see it. It's just, there's nothing there like flowers or anything like that. It's just dark. And she's trying to get out through the gap.
She's trying to find the gap again. Can she find that gap?
Yes, she has, but she's got caught on her dress.
Where's the man?
He's by the door.
He's by the door. Is he following her?
Yeah.
What's happening with the dress?
She's trying to pull it off. It's got caught in the wire.
Has she managed to get it free? What's happening now? Are you okay? Just remember, you're that bird looking down, so you can see her. She got her dress caught.
She's been hit.
Pardon?
She just got hit.
By the man?
No, by a car.
By a car?
Yeah.
Is she back on the road?
Yeah, she ran. She got a dress untangled and ran. She wasn't looking because the man was chasing her.
She's got hit by a car. Did the car stop?
Yes.
What happens now? Do people get out of the car?
Yes.
Remember, you're looking down from the top, so you're one of the birds flying over. Who gets out of the car, Katie? How many people?
2.
2. And tell me about these people.
There's a man and there's a woman. They're talking to the man.
And do you know these people?
No.
No. What are they saying to the little girl?
I don't know. They put me in the car.
Is the little girl hurt, Katie?
Yeah. She's not moving.
She's not moving. Can she talk?
No.
So if you're a bird flying and you go closer, what can you see?
Just the girl in the back laying down. She's covered in blood and her dress is all ripped.
Is she awake, Katie?
No.
No. What's the man doing? Is the man there, Katie?
The man's just watching from the gate.
And what are the people doing that got out of the car?
They're rushing, trying to get in the car. To try away.
Say that again a little bit louder, Katie. What are the men doing that got out of the car? The people doing that got out of the car?
They're trying to rush and get back in the car. I think they're taking her to the hospital.
So they're taking the little girl?
Yeah.
Thought they were going to leave her there, and I was panicking then. So they're taking the little girl in the car and they're going to the hospital.
Yeah, I think so.
Did the man speak to them?
Briefly, but I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Couldn't hear what he was saying.
No.
So what do you want to do now? Do you want to let that little girl go to the hospital, or are you going to let that car drive away, or do you want to follow that car, find out what happened?
I want to just come out. I just want to go. Don't like it here.
You just want to go?
Yeah.
Right, so let the car take the little girl to the hospital. And remember that you're the bird now. So if you're the bird, where do you want to go now? Do you want to fly back to the tree, or do you want to go down the road?
Right to the tree.
So I want you to fly back to the tree. Are you flying the same way? Are you flying over the flowers that you saw before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want you to know, Katie, that you're the bird. You're that bird, so there's nothing to worry about. You can fly and you're free, and I want you to fly back to that tree. Yeah? So have you landed at the tree?
Yeah.
And do you want to stay as the bird?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can the bird go back through the door, or can the bird get back another way?
Bird can go down.
Say that again, sorry.
Bird can go down and through.
Well, and do you want to come back now, Katie?
Yeah.
Right, however that bird gets back, you know how that bird gets back. So I want that bird to get back and go back into the path where all the doors were and come all the way back from that tree all the way back to the path, all the way past all the doors, all the way back right to where you are now. And when you're ready and you're back where you need to be, just give me a little nod, Katie. I want you to know, Katie, that you're safe, that none of those things that's happened to you, that's not here with you now. But that was something that you saw, but you're here back now in your safe place, in your magical place, in your mystical place. And in a minute, Katie, when you're ready, only when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes and come back into the room. How are you feeling?
Okay.
How did you feel when the little girl got hit by the car?
I thought I was going to have a nervous breakdown. I was like, my heart was just jumping through my mouth because I could feel it all. And yeah, it was really intense.
You did really well. Did you feel scared when you were in the house, or how did you feel in the house?
Petrified.
Petrified.
I ran away to escape.
But you don't know who that man was to you?
No, but I don't quite know, but I knew him.
So it's someone that you knew, but
yeah, but didn't trust.
Did you feel like he wanted to harm you or hurt you, or?
Definitely harm me, yeah.
Definitely.
I had a feeling he wanted to lock me up. And that's why I needed to get out there then.
So was it a house you'd ever seen before, or was it just?
No.
Sounds quite unusual with a spire, and
it was a bit bizarre. But yeah, I just wanted to get out of there after that. I was like, get me out, please.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that was the thing, wasn't it? That if you weren't happy with anything, but I wasn't sure whether you would want to follow the car to the hospital and see what happened. But
yeah, no, I think I knew deep down that it wasn't going to be good, so I just needed to get out there.
Yeah, that's fine. We agreed, didn't we, that if there was anything you weren't happy with, that you would just come back. So I just want to make sure that there's nothing that's upset you in there. So is there anything you need to work on for yourself? I know you asked me to do a past life regression, but I just want to finish off at the end and make sure that you're okay. So is there anything that's been on your mind this week that you need help with, or anything to do with work or your business or your relationships or anything? Or
no, I think I just feel a little bit anxious from that, but yeah, I feel a little bit. So yeah, maybe a little bit anxious, but that's all.
Yeah, right. I want you to take a deep, deep breath, and as you close your eyes, you're going to fall back into that lovely, lovely hypnosis. That's it. Feel that breathing, and every breath you take, you're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And we're just going to your magical place, your safe place. We're not taking you anywhere else. We're just going to that place where you feel happy and safe. Maybe your real place, your imagined place, but wherever it is, that place that you know, that's a good place for you. When you're right back at that place, Katie, I want you to nod your head so I know that you're there. Just for now, Katie, I want you to imagine in your mystical, magical place. I want you to look around and enjoy that place. You know what's at that place. This is your place in your mind. We can go to anytime. Anytime we want to feel calm and peaceful and safe, we can come to this place. And I just want you to relax in this place. I want you to find somewhere, if there is, somewhere just to lie down. Just to lie down and be calm. And feel that beating heart. And every breath that you take, you're going to release that anxiety, that worry that you've had, that fear that you felt when you went on that journey. We're going to let that all go. I want you to imagine it's like tiny little bubbles flying up into the air, letting go piece by piece, element by element of all those little anxious feelings that you have. That worry, that fear, those questions about that little girl. I want you to imagine them all one by one in bubbles, floating up in the air and letting go. Releasing them one by one as they float into the air. I want you to watch them go up into the clouds. All of those worries, all of those anxieties, all of those fears. One by one. I want you to feel them in your body, that anxiety. I want you to bring them all up to the top. Imagine that the bubbles floating to the top of the water. And then I want you to imagine them floating out of your body one by one. And every bubble that gets out of your body and goes into the air is taking with it a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of worry, a little bit of fear. Those thoughts that you have, those feelings, those sensations, that worry, that anxiety that you felt in that journey, we're going to let that go. We're not going to carry it with us or take it with us into today. That's finished now, it's gone. I'm going to let all that worry, that fear, that anxiety come out of your body. Let it all rise up to the top and release one by one, piece by piece, bubble by bubble into the sky. And I want you to watch them floating away, one by one. Can you see the bubbles, Katie? Can you feel that anxiety going out of your body, floating away? I want you to check now. I want you to check all the way down your body that there's not anything hiding, not anything that you're holding on to. That was an experience that you had, but we don't need to carry it forward. So I want you to feel now. Go all the way through your body, and I want you to imagine if there's anything stuck, anything there worrying you, anything that's holding you back, any anxieties, any fears, any problems, anything that you can feel over this period of time that we've been together. I want you to bring that as a bubble to pop out of your body and fly through the air, getting lighter and lighter. And every piece that you let go of, you just feel lighter and happier and safer and calmer. So the fear of that little girl is just letting go. That worry, that scared feeling that you had, that shock that you had when she got hit by the car, all of those things are dissolving now in those bubbles, getting released. But I want you to go further back, Katie. I want you to go back to this last week, this last month, this last year. Any thoughts, images or feelings that have worried you? Any guilt, any shame, any fears, any pain, any difficult situations that you've been holding on to, any behaviours that you've learned that aren't good for you. I want you to let go of all of those now. I want you to imagine all of those floating up to the top of your body and getting released out of your head one by one. As giant bubbles flying into the sky in your safe place. I want you to watch them go one by one, piece by piece, element by element. So those worries and those fears and those situations, thoughts, images, feelings, imagine them all bubbling up to your head and getting released as tiny bubbles or giant bubbles, and watch them float away in that safe place, in that magical place, in your special place. And as you watch them, they go higher and higher in the air, so high that you can't see them anymore. They're just floating away on the breeze. And every one that goes, you feel lighter and happier and more confident as you watch those bubbles go one by one. And when you've let all of those anxieties and all of those worries and all of those fears and all of those situations, any thoughts, any images, any feelings, as you watch them float away, you feel happier and lighter. And when you've done all you need to do for now, Katie, I want you to open your eyes and come back into the room for just a couple of minutes, just when you're ready. Did anything come up when you were thinking about that? Or?
It was more sensations and feelings, you know, tightness and parts. But yeah, now I feel a lot better. As you can see, I look a lot more relaxed.
Right, we're just going to do that last little bit just to make sure that there's nothing left. So you've let go of all those fears that you had when you were in that journey. That's finished now and gone. But if I asked you, what colour is your happy colour that makes you feel confident and strong, and what colour would you tell me?
Orange.
Orange. Right, so all of those spaces where all of those worries are, we're going to fill them back up.
Okay.
So I want you just to take another deep breath. And as you let that breath out, fall right back deep into that lovely, beautiful hypnosis. Deeper, 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 deeper. And you're going back to that magical place, that safe place, that place that's your place, Katie, where you make those changes that you want to make. That place where you released all the bubbles into the sky one by one and they floated away and they're all gone. I want you to go right back into that place now. I want you to enjoy that place, that feeling of safety, that feeling of knowing that this place you can make changes that you want to make and everything's safe. Nothing can hurt you. And I want you to imagine now that in all those spaces where those bad things, those hurtful feelings or that anxiety was, I want you to imagine all those spaces now getting filled up with orange. Imagine now that I'm pouring into your head giant orange liquid and it's going all the way through your body, filling all those tiny spaces. All of those spaces in between the spaces where tiny little liquid can get into when you can't even remember that there's a space. It's going to fill you all the way up. It's going to fill you with confidence and joy and happiness and peace. And the more it trickles down your body, the more confident you feel, the happier you feel, the more safe that you feel. That orange liquid is trickling all the way down your head, all the way down your neck, all the way down your shoulders, right the way down your arms, all the way till your fingertips. You can feel them tingling with that confidence, that strength, that self-belief, that joy, that happiness, trickling all the way down your body, all the way down your legs, all the way right down to your toes. And you're filled up with bright orange strength, bright orange confidence, bright orange happiness, bright orange safety. And I'm going to turn the brightness up. I'm going to turn it up to 1, 2, 3, 4. And the more I turn it up, the more you feel that confidence growing, that strength, that belief in yourself and your abilities. I'm turning it up and you're shining brighter and brighter orange. 5, 6, 7. That orange is bursting all the way out of you. 8, 9, 10. And when you go from here today, Katie, every time you look in the mirror, you're going to feel that beautiful burst of orange confidence, that belief, that strength, that this path that you've taken, this business that you're setting up and running, that you've got that belief that you can do it and you're going to be a success. Every time you look in the mirror, you're going to feel that fantastic bright orange feeling spreading all the way through you. That safety, that confidence, that self-belief, that self-worth, that knowledge that you can do this, that you're taking great steps and you're doing amazing things already. So every time you look in the mirror, Katie, you're going to feel that beautiful orange spread all the way through, and your confidence is going to grow, your self-belief, your self-worth, that calmness, that lack of anxiety, that orange pushes it all out. You're going to feel that strength, that confidence. Every time you look in the mirror, whether it's in the car, in the house, or perhaps when you see a reflection somewhere. You're going to be filled with that beautiful orange strength, confidence, joy, happiness, and peace. And when you're ready, Katie, and you can feel all that bright orange bursting out of you, spreading all the way, spreading out of you, you're going to come back into the room feeling brand new and full of that positive confidence, that strength, that ability. Only when you're ready, Katie. Just take the time that you need. Fantastic. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I feel really good, thank you.
It's great. So, and remember, if you ever wanted to go back on that journey, we could go another time. Everything will be just the same, safe. And if you ever wanted to come back from that journey, we just bring you straight back.
Yeah.
But all of that's finished now. All of that's gone, and you're filled with that amazing bright orange confidence to take you forward into the day and make a success of your business. It's going to be fantastic.
Thank you, Kat.